It's been a while since we made a proper video, and I hate to say it, but this is also not gonna be a proper video. It's 3 in the afternoon and we just woke up because we got super sick over last night, and now we feel like we are dying with a super chesty cough and some other shit that's going on. But I think on the one hand, it's kind of helpful for a little update on what I want to talk about today, real briefly, which is that we are super burnt out. I mean, I look like shit, more so than usual, and I just cannot be bothered to try and fix that, because, it's reached this point where we are so tired. We're blurry all the time, we are achy, we are sick, we are just generally unhealthy due to how much we've been doing. And a lot of systems, especially, say to us that they wish they could also go to work, juggle it with school or university or whatever, and that they say we seem to cope real well with everything we're doing. And yeah, that is not the case at all. Look at me right now. Have you ever seen a more dead looking human being? Because we do not deal with it as well as everyone thinks we do. I think we just don't really have the option to not deal with it. We are struggling for money. We do really want to manage to get our degree. But yeah, it's difficult to cope with juggling everything at once. And as a system host, I apparently don't know how to say words in the English language right now, but aside from that, I am struggling a lot at the moment. I mean, I know everyone in our system is, but I am constantly stressed and overwhelmed, and, like I said, people are saying to us that they wish they could juggle as much as we can, but the truth is, honestly, we can't juggle as much as we do. We are perpetually tired. I'm not saying we don't have good days, we do. We have periods of time where we get on with things really well, and we're on top of our game, and we manage to balance out things really, and really alright. But a lot of the time it is just constantly trying to keep our head above the water until the next time we can have a break. And on the flip side of that, if you are part of a system, or you're mentally ill or disabled or anything like that, and you don't go to work, that is, or school or whatever, I really 100% completely support that. Personally, I really do want to go to uni, so I'm trying really hard to do that, and also I have this really terrible habit of trying to ignore the fact there's anything wrong with me, which I think makes my health situation even worse. But if you are not able to work, or if you're able to work part-time, where you do volunteering or something every now and then, or you do like a school course from home, I don't know, like, everyone has different limits. And when people come to us and they say they wish they could do as well as we can, or, that we seem to manage so much and do so amazingly, it kind of, on the one hand, it makes us, or mostly me, spiral into one of my, oh dear, I'm faking all my problems things, because I feel like by even being able to drag myself to work every day, that must mean there's not actually anything wrong with us. But on the other hand, it just makes me feel bad, because people are trying their best every day, and sometimes, your health, mental, physical, or other circumstances get in the way of that, and you can't work a full-time job, or it would be unhealthy and dangerous for you to go to school every day. And there's also the fact that the world isn't as accessible as it should be for disabled people. I would imagine getting jobs and stuff with things like wheelchairs and walking aids. I've seen people already struggling at the moment, and that's not on. But you know, it is what it is, and different things work for different people. So working or not working, school or no school, you know, whatever works for you. Oh, excuse me. Is what you need to do. And to anyone who thinks we're handling ourselves really well, this is actually what is going on for us at the moment. Like, none of the slightly better lit Instagram posts or like fun looking days and nights out or anything like that. It's still being in bed at 3 in the afternoon with what might be a chest infection, and knowing we have to go to London tomorrow feeling like this, and then we're back to work on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we also have uni in between that. So we honestly, it might look impressive on the outside to some people who aren't able to work or anything like that, but I promise you it's not. We are really unwell at the moment, and I'm not saying it to try and make anyone like feel sorry for me or whatever. Like I get by, like I manage. I've got to work, I've got, you know, uni stuff to do. That's whatever. Oh, chronic yawn, I'm really sorry. What was I saying? But yeah, don't feel bad if you see other people that seem to be able to do more than you, because what is a tiny thing for some people is massive for others, and it's all about setting and hitting your own targets. My issue is just that I set us goals and targets that are fit for a fully able-bodied person, and that's stupid of me, but I like to pretend, I guess, that, you know, there's nothing wrong with me. I am in the peak of health. I'm 20 years old. I must be fine, when the reality is that I'm not. And I think that's pretty much all I've got for today. We've got a couple of video ideas, like put back stuff like I think sexuality and stuff in systems, so that'll include gender and things. And okay, I know there's more, but I am super tired and confused and I can't remember them right now. But yeah, we have real videos on the way, so try and stick it out with us, because as soon as we are back on our game, it should start to pick up again a little bit, and maybe I'll try and find some like natural lighting or something, so even if I'm sick, I can try and drag myself out of bed and not look quite this horrible for you guys. But yeah, that's basically it. And oh, one thing that I really just have to scream about before I go. I'm going to be talking about spiders briefly, so if you want to bounce now, that's whatever. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. Quentin Tarantino has gone on an extended hunger strike. It's been nearly 3 months now, and it's really starting to aggravate me. So it has reached the point where our flatmate has adopted his food as a pet because Quentin is just not eating it. He's fine, like his enclosure is fine. I've tried changing little bits, but it's not done anything. Sorry again. His substrate's fine, his temperature's fine, everything's fine, he's fine, though. There is nothing wrong with that spider. He's just not eating. Just will not eat. I have tried all different kinds of food you can have. I tried leaving it for longer in between feeds, and he is just not having any of it, which is super annoying, and I can confirm that spiders are dicks. Why does this keep happening? But for anyone who is concerned about hearing that, tarantulas can go for something ridiculous, like a year or more without food. So he will be fine. He's just being an asshole. And I wanted to tell you guys that Quentin is indeed being a prick. And I'm really annoyed with him about it. But other than that, I am pretty much done for the day. I'm gonna go make myself some tea because I do feel like I'm gonna die. And I might also try and find something to aid my chesty cough before I lose a lung or something ridiculous. But yeah, moral of this shit video is don't burn yourself out like we do. We aren't doing as well as you think we are, and everyone has different limits, and whatever that is for you is fine because you're doing your best to reach your goal, and comparing it to other people is dumb. Well, not dumb, but don't do it because everyone's different.